Very quickly, it's obvious why so many North Americans are attracted to the story in Peru. The foreign capital that is flowing into this country is also empowering Peruvian investors, however, to invest internationally. And also to do that with significant scale, such that proper investments can be made in the private markets. On the bottom of this slide, you see some issues that were brought up earlier today. What I think is most interesting to me in terms of investing outside of Peru is not the ability to have different types of investments, but to have less of a reliance upon the sectors that are driving the economy and driving the growth here in Peru. The last thing that we would want to see is the investments of a pension fund impacted at the same time as the industry in which workers are participating. A few words about alternative investments. First, a definition. The definition that we use in our organization essentially is that which is not publicly traded. Initially, this included the realm of real estate and has moved on to natural resources investments, infrastructure, and what I'll be talking about today in private equity. There are many difficulties to having a program that is successful in the private markets. The cost, the complexity involved are higher than working with the public markets. The resources involved in terms of staff and advisors are higher. And the time that it takes to build the relationships that are productive investing in private markets are also, takes quite a bit of time as well. But it's the logical step. It's a step that I see many of the pension funds here making in search of not only attractive markets to invest in to get exposure, but also to seek outperformance, which is relatively easy to find in the area of private equity. With that, I'll segue into what represents the opportunity set broadly for international private equity. If you're going to be investing in private equity, you must be investing in the developed markets. As our company makes visits to Latin America, we're obviously very interested in the growth story, and we're coming here to learn about how to deploy our clients' capital in Latin America. But to have a robust program in private equity, you really need to be considering the developed markets. You see, they comprise 84% of buyout activity over the last 10 years. China is perhaps the most rapidly growing sector outside of the developed markets, and everything else fits into that remaining 8%.